All right, officially recording. We are doing a Wednesday team call, and today the topic was tools and apps, things that we use in our business. And I was just remarking to Sable that I think we've done this call before, like 6 months ago, and I really haven't changed what I've been using because it's been working for me. So that's a good sign. I was like, who is that thing? It's Verona.
It's
She's
just
so
the,
loud.
yeah, it's just my cat.
So my primary tools for things I use on the phone are, I don't know if you can see the chat box on video, but maybe. On the phone, I use Snapseed, which is a photo editor, and it's actually very good. You can edit your photo quite a bit. And it modifies the original photo and it does a beautiful job. You can also add text with Snapseed. It has a add text feature. I also use photo.
I think you on Snapseed you can save some of your presets, I think.
Oh.
So like if you always, I think I clicked on it by accident, but if you always like take a picture and you always say do a certain, what is it, like glam, vintage, something, I think you can save it.
That's cool.
As a preset.
So my phone I use, I'm typing it all in the chat box, then I'm gonna send it. It's Snapseed. I use Photofy. Photofy is really good for collages, photo editing, adding text to your photos, and also for getting free images from Unsplash. So Photofy and Unsplash are like linked. So you get like an entire gallery of free photos that are not copyright that you can do artistic stuff with. So I really like Photofy for that reason. I also use Viva Video as a video editor. That's my favorite one. I'm trying to think what else I actually use on my phone. That's really it. I really don't use, I don't create on my phone with a whole lot else. Yeah, so this is what I use for like phone tools, are these that I just shared. PC tools, I use Canva for everything because Canva, you can make anything in. Amazing marketing tool for all things, social media or print, and also has a gallery of free photos. So it's like Photofy in the sense that it has a huge gallery of free photos that you can hook into and use for your materials, whether it's a print material or social media. That's my number one go-to for content creation. I also use MailChimp as an email list builder. It also creates templates for emails, saves email lists, now does ads, landing pages, postcards. And I love MailChimp because it's free for your first 2,000 subscribers, and then you have to upgrade your account, but it takes a while to get 2,000 subscribers on an email list, so it's been working for me for a long time. And they have really amplified. So they used to just be email list building, and they now do design ads for you. They design landing pages. You can send postcards through them. They've become very, very useful in many different ways. So that's really like all that I use for this business when it comes to creating either beautiful imagery or quote pictures, or that's it. But then again, my my brand element is very simple. Like I like galaxy colors and I like black and white contrast or black and gray contrast. I really don't stray from doing those things whenever I do imagery. Yeah, like my brand is just like really simple and kind of cosmic colored. So I don't really need a lot of really sophisticated tools, and I don't think anybody really does to design really beautiful content. Yeah. Anything else you use that I don't have up there?
No, I use all the same. I mean, Canva really is like a one-stop shop because I've used it to create like infographics before. I've used it to create invites, print things, all kinds of stuff. It is so easy there. But that is on the computer, not on your phone. So you do have to work from a computer. I'm trying to think what else I use because right now I just keep like my email stuff in Excel, and then upload them into like MailChimp and stuff. I'm pretty simple.
I'm really digging the email list building, and I'll tell you guys why. So like with something like MailChimp, for example, when someone gets on my email list, so I've already discussed how I work that system, right? Like I have a group. In order to join that group, you give your email, you get on the email list, you get a weekly email from me. In that weekly email, I announce what I'm open right now for. Like, what am I promoting? I give them my newest podcast episode. I give them a massage schedule in case they're local and they want to come in and get body work. I do all that stuff. The cool thing about something like MailChimp is like, for example, when they get on your email list, I have an automation in MailChimp where like the moment they get on the list, they get an email. And it's like welcoming to the list, explaining to them how they arrived in my list, giving them some links to check out in the meantime before they receive their first email of the week or their first like weekly update. And it just, to me, it's more relationship building is what I've discovered. And what I'm discovering is like, inside of MailChimp too, you can create different tags. So for example, I have a tag for alignment activation, which is my group on Facebook. I have a tag for my massage clients in case I just want to send out a massage email for all my local people. But what's cool about having them all in one place and then like separating them by tag is, for example, when I send the newsletter out, it goes to everybody. And what's happening now is that like my clients who were just my massage clients are starting to listen to my podcast or are starting to check out the other things that I offer. So they're kind of now crossing over into the other world by way of the email list. And to me, this is ideal because you want to obviously expand your audience as much as possible. So let's say you're someone who like, you meet people in person a lot to talk about the business or to talk about exercise and fitness. So you can have a tag in MailChimp for like in-person meeting, right? People you meet in person. And then maybe you have another tag for like a mom group that you're a part of, or maybe you have another tag for like a yoga group that you're a part of or whatever, right? So you can kind of tailor your emails sometimes to specific groups and send them out to those people. Or all these people that you know that are on your email list, you can send them a weekly newsletter and now they're all exposed to all of your content, you know, so you don't have to post or communicate with so many different groups of people at the same time. So that's something I personally love about MailChimp is that it allows you to create separation in your list so that you can send targeted emails to people, but it also, like, for example, you could create a list of current customers that you have, and then you can create a list of like people who are in your free group, and then you can create a list of whatever, and you can send targeted emails to those people, and then also send one big email to everybody, which would ideally get your current customers to purchase again or get people who are in your free group to be interested in purchasing or joining one of your groups. So it's a very nice way of, without being pushy, having like constant exposure to your community. So I'm a really big fan of that. I don't know how much experience you have with MailChimp, Save, but it's really useful.
I have one set up, an automatic one that goes out when I enroll a new coach, that has all of the like tools, like like, you know, how to start, kind of, you know, where to find training materials and things like that.
You could do it also
That
for
I have
clients.
programmed.
You could set up an automation for your clients as well. And so every time that they...
Yeah, that's what I haven't done it for my clients, but I have done it for my new coaches. Also, a simple tool that I use, which we're more familiar with because we use it all the time, is Zoom. You can actually use Zoom to record yourself doing like a training video or something, because it's super easy to go back and forth from like share a screen and there's like laser pointers and circlers and things like that. So you don't have to use Zoom just to host a meeting. You can use Zoom to record yourself like as a media outlet, like a video creator, and leave it and upload it or two.
It's so easy and wonderful.
My phone doesn't work.
I
Yeah, so I've done that before to make videos and send them to people.
Super smart. Well, that's like all the tools I really...
Also, my internet is really slow.
That's okay. I don't really have any other tools that I can think of that, besides like a planner, like other tools that I use that are non-digital. Y'all know I have Acuity Scheduling. It's an online scheduler because I run a business still that requires appointments. And even when I close my massage practice, which will be soon, I do private coaching, and I do SolarX sessions and group coaching. So, and I take discovery calls. I take discovery calls if someone wants to join my Workout Warrior group. I take discovery calls if someone's interested in being a coach. So I have an online scheduler, which you can get for free, and put your name and the address. I use Acuity because I love it. And it's really handy. You can make different types of appointments. I don't know if I've ever screen shared my appointment. Let me do that now so you guys can see what I mean about ease of use. So this is what Acuity dashboard looks like. So when you come to business settings, okay. Oh, it's gonna ask me to log in. I haven't used it in a second. So it's going to go to appointment types. Okay, so I literally have created appointments for everything. Here are all my Beachbody appointment types: discovery calls to join my actual fitness group, discovery calls to become a coach, different type of coaching calls depending on your rank. Then I have private coaching and group coaching that I could put on my schedule, a discovery call for any type of coaching someone might be interested in. This is for my members of my group coaching who have been there for 6 months or more. This is for the people who have been in their 6 months or more group. This is for SolarX. So these are all the different private things that I offer. Then I have my massage schedule. So you can create different types of appointments at different price points, and you can create different availability for each one, which is really nice. Like I have one availability for when I do massage, and I have another availability for when I do coaching calls. You can even create intake forms. So let's say you want to have like, before someone even signs up to be a coach, for example, you can create a whole form that asks them like all these questions right here. They might want to know. You can create a form inside of the scheduler, which is like super cool. So yeah, you can do so much here. And then here's what it looks like on the back end. You get to see like your different colors, different types of appointments. You get to see your client list, reports, like how are you doing business-wise, like for massage, I guess it meant like how much are you making from the actual thing. There's just so much. Here's what your scheduling looks like. So you can put any name you want here, and then you'll have a link, and then you can also have direct links to whatever you offer that you can send to people to book with you. And when you create a link, it's really professional looking. You can put a little logo up here. They can choose the type of appointment that they want to do. Let's say they wanted to book this one. It'll show them your availability. They can pick a time. They can put all their information in and confirm, and boom, done. And then you get an email and they get an email. It's just a really easy way of keeping track of your business. So this is what I do for like day by day features, like appointments. The other thing I do is I keep on me a notebook. I was just telling Sable that I keep a notebook on me at all times. Ooh, this looks weird. This looks so weird to me. You're like all up in the screen. Your phone is doing crazy things.
Yeah, it's like storming here, so my Wi-Fi is all over the place. The computer won't work, so I'm on the phone, like, I'm a mess.
So I'm just going to show you guys, this is like the small journals. It's like a very tiny journal that I keep in my bag at all times. This is where I write down ideas, things that come to me, things I want to work on, insights that I have. I put them all in this thing. The other thing I have is a planner. I use paper planner. It's big because I like to see a monthly spread. I like to see the full month when I'm writing in there, and when I'm writing in there, I have a legend for like all the things that I do, because I do several things. And then it also has a weekly component, so you can track your schedule and your to-dos and things of that nature in here. So these are my tools. I use a paper planner. I use a very simple little notebook for ideas. And then those are all my digital tools. And I've managed to run a business that is, I mean, last month, which was my first month in business full time, I think the business made like 11K or something in the month. Like, and I don't really use a lot of sophisticated tools. It's not like I use a lot of fancy things for the business. It's like real simple. But it's just a matter of what works for you as far as staying organized. Like, how does your brain stay organized? And also, like, do you like very fancy software or simple software? I don't like complex things. I like simple. So I have an iPhone. Simple, like just basic. This button does this, that, but it's like no, not complicated. So that's really it. Do you have anything else other than like digital tools that you use that are helpful for you?
No, I mean, I use more than one notebook. I have like one for just journaling where I just like brain dump, and I might not go back to it. It's just kind of a system that I use to clear my head. And I pretty much do a brain dump every morning, like as part of my journaling, and it helps me de-stress and kind of like, it gives me the opportunity to outline everything that I think that I need to do or that's on my mind, and then pick and choose what's actually important to do. But kind of like getting it out on paper clears my head, and then I don't usually go back to that notebook. It's just that. It's just random things. And then I have an ideas notebook and a training notebook, so those I go back to more frequently, because the ideas, you know, it's things I want to do, and the training notebook is stuff I want to like follow up with and, you know, revisit. So
I do have a training notebook, which I'm taking.
And then I have a planner.
Summit last year, and I'm taking it to Summit this year. That's where I do all my training notes.
What did you say?
I said I do have a training notebook, and I take it to my Super Saturdays, and I take it to Summit.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes? No? No here?
I don't know what's happening. I'm kind of here. I'm like halfway here. I don't know what's happening.
You're like all up in my screen. It's so funny. I hope the recording captures this weird, like, massive screenshot of you.
I can't even hear you, and there's no chat.
Oh boy. We're getting wild up in here. All right. Well, that's all our information. We're going to cut it short because it's storming where St. Louis and we can't even hear each other. So hopefully this is helpful. If you guys have any questions, please let us know. Borrow whatever we use, please. Like, we've been using it for a while and it works for us really well. Yeah. And we're going to see so many of you so soon for Summit, which is super exciting. All right, my friends, if you have any questions, just let us know. Bye.